get yourself some real sneakers, man. These are fresh. Yo, what's good, guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we have my personal, favorites from the year of 2018. This list does not include anything from 2017. So if you're like, what about this shoe? And it released in 2017, it's not going to be on the 2018 list because it didn't release this year. But this list is probably, it's going to disappoint everybody that's a current sneakerhead. I'm not a Supreme.
There's no off-white stuff.
There's no collab at all. Like, the only shoe that other people are saying is like one of the shoes of the year that I actually agree with is the Union Air Jordan 1s. I think that those are fantastic. The thing that sucks about that shoe is that that shoe is how Jordan 1s should just be made. The story behind the shoe, trying to get it to be as original and as vintage as possible, the premium materials, this, that, and the other, that should just be a thing. That should just be the way that you produce your shoes. Thing about that shoe is that if it wasn't a collaboration, nobody would with it. And I'm 100% serious. I don't give a what anybody says, because there's going to be some people who are like, no man, I just like those, which is cool, but like, because I do like those and I would like them either way. I'm like that person. But the majority only with it because it's a collab. So if you're expecting to see Off-Whites, Cactus Jacks, and all this other bullshit, it's not going to be on here, because I talk about real sneakers, like the stuff that normal people can buy, not the stuff that people are like dangled on a string in front of. We're talking about real stuff with real value, real nostalgia, real stories, not made up bullshit. I'm sorry if you're offended by that. I'm not really. That's just me, and that's the way that I always roll. These shoes are not going to be in any real particular order with the exception of a couple, and I'm just going to run through what I feel are some of the best. A couple of honorable mentions before we get started. The Nike Uptempo 97, the release itself was great to see, especially in the original colorway. However, the execution of the shoe is just, it's not good. If you're a fan of the previous retro rendition of the shoe or a fan of the original and you look at this new version, you're just kind of like, man, what the hell happened? And that's like, I'm just glad to see it, but at the same time, y'all f***ed up. And I'm talking to you, Nike. The Air Jordan 10 OGs, that includes this guy right here. This is Mrs. Wing's pair, and then that also includes the Shadow Air Jordan 10. I just think that these are awesome that they finally released the Jordan 10 the way that they're supposed to be, with the Jumpman facing the correct way, although there are multiple like original versions of the shoe. Some face one way, some face the other, some face each other, because the shoes were made at 3 different factories or whatever it is. You can go check out MJO23 Dance channel, you know, learn everything there is about the Air Jordan 10, because he got them all, like all the originals. But I'm just glad that we saw these back in original form, because it's just, to me, I think that that is a good representation of a retro. Probably one of the more random shoes in the honorable mentions is this guy right here. It was originally reported as the Air Jordan 13 Tinker. Then it got like, you know, the story or whatever was told as like, it's the Jordan Black Cat. I don't care about that dumb stuff. What this is though is the original concept sketch of the Air Jordan 13. I don't think that these are visually appealing really, and I didn't think that they were like very good on court or anything. Like, they definitely don't have the same tech that the Air Jordan 13 has. However, what I loved about this was just the fact that they did something a little bit different. They were like, yo, like, let's look back at Tinker's sketchbook and see what we could pull out of it. Because this is what I think is great about like a great designer or a great artist or a great storyteller, a great movie maker. You can go back into the stuff. They're so good that the shit that didn't come out is still good. People that create, like that really create, that are really focused on creating good stuff. They have so much good stuff that the best of the best really made it out. And even some of their subpar stuff is still kind of cool. Last but not least for the honorable mentions is the women's line of Air Jordans. And I think that the reason why that is so cool, not because it's like a first of its kind, because Jordan Brand did this a long ass time ago. They were the first to do it before, where they released Jordans specifically for women in women's sizes. A lot of guys remember this because we were able to get those shoes at outlets because nobody was with them back then, and we got them for dirt cheap. The best thing about this women's line is, one, the materials. They've all been pretty premium so far. Like, they use better materials on that shoe or all of their like women's shoes than they do on any of our men's releases, which does kind of suck. Like, as a guy, I'm like, what the hell? But just as like, just seeing as a brand, as a scope, I think that that's dope that those shoes are having like the effort put into it. And there's not like a crazy price increase, because that's what
they're like the same.
Yeah, that's what happens with us, is that like they put a premium Jordan out and they mark it up. But for the women, y'all get premium Jordans finally with the tech. That's the main thing that I like, is that they have the full tech in there. So if you're buying an Air Jordan 3, you've got the actual polyurethane midsole with the visible air in the back, with the encapsulated air in the front. If you're buying the Air Jordan 11, it's not just a little rinky-dink air unit in the heel. They actually give you the full length air unit with the carbon fiber and all that kind of good stuff. That's what the original women's line was like. They were literally just like the men's. They were just done up in women's colorways, and that's what this is. The only thing I don't like about it is that they are very much women's colorways.
Yeah, I've liked almost all of them.
Well, you like them, but I don't think that the majority of women like them, because there's a lot of women that want classic Jordan colorways, but just like the men's. And I think that that's where they're messing up on.
They should do both.
That's what I'm saying. They need to stop dicking around. Like, you want like a Concord Air Jordan 11, just like mine. Full length air, carbon fiber, all this stuff. Instead, it looks like a fucking toy of the shoe. That's the only thing where I think they're missing the mark a little bit, but people are buying them anyway, so it is what it is. Those are my honorable mentions. This video is going to be long if you haven't noticed, so stick with me. I think I have some pretty good stuff back here. So in no particular order, none whatsoever, I'm just going to start grabbing stuff. I don't know what to grab first. This guy right here, a lot of guys are gonna be like, yo, those are Walmart shoes and stuff, whatever. For one, there's nothing wrong with buying shoes at Walmart. Live within your means. Quit being a bitch about it. Stop making fun of people. She just rolled her eyes because she's like, I can't believe you just said that. But I'm gonna say exactly what I feel. I don't give a f. These are f***ing dope. They always have been, they always will be. I think that these are awesome. These are classics. They're fun to play in. It's not a great retro or anything like that. It's not like the best fitting. It's not the truest to the original or none of that stuff, but they did their thing. I'm glad to see these back. I like them. What do you think?
I like how it's giving you the feels.
That's about it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you think these are garbage? Okay. Next up is the Air Jordan 18, only in 2 colorways. These guys and the other original, which are in the box somewhere, but they're the white and royals. I, for one, loved seeing that these were back. For 2, I'm glad that they made them exactly like the originals. 3, these are hella fun to play in, super comfortable. The tech specs on this shoe are amazing. The only downside of the shoe is the price, definitely inflated. The original shoe did not release as expensive as this guy. These were like, what, $250?
I think they were $220.
$220, $225. They were somewhere around that. That's super expensive. But like I said, they were exactly like the originals, or as close as you could get. For that, I think that that's awesome. And to see a shoe like this, one of the older Jordans done well, I definitely appreciate that. I think that those 3 random colors were super dumb. The only one that was cool was that yellow one.
Oh, the yellow, the orange.
Actually, the blue one was cool too. But the thing though is that like Jordan Brand doesn't give you everything that you want, right? Like, so they tease this and they tease the white and royals, and everybody that's actually into the shoe is like, where's the white and red joints? Where are they?
Maybe in
They're not
2019.
anywhere. They're not anywhere. They're not coming in 2019. You know what I mean? Like, this shoe's anniversary was this year.
True.
So they're not coming next year. Like, we're done. I would have also loved to have seen the low top version, or even the 0.5 version without the shroud and all that stuff, the joints that Mello used to rock. Like, I just think that those would have been super clean. They would have been awesome to see. I'm glad that they gave us these. I just would have loved to have seen the other ones too, instead of, you know what I mean? Like, they made those 3. You could have literally have made the white or red, the white and black 0.5, and the white and UNC lows, and not made those 3 dumb colorways that nobody cared about. Jordan Brand does this weird stuff. Like, I don't know what they're thinking. It's like somebody was thinking clearly up until a point, and they're like, you know what would be really cool is if we didn't give them what they wanted, and we just gave them what I think is cool. And if what you think is cool is not what everybody else thinks is cool, that probably means it's not cool. Speaking of shoes that nobody thinks is cool, the Under Armour Forge 96. I f***ing love these things. Why? Because they're hella comfortable, and they were affordable, and the materials on these were actually nice, especially for an Under Armour. Under Armour's not known for doing anything really nice. A lot of their shoes are kind of like, I don't know what to call them, but they're made out of fabric. Like, they're apparel. They're an apparel company, you know, so they don't really make the greatest shoes. They make some good ones. This happens to be like one of their best. There's some premium materials on these things. I think that they look really cool. I always get compliments on these when I wear them too. So I think it's weird that like the community or whatever, like the sneakerhead, like the online, the same with a lot of these shoes, they always like talk shit. But like when you're wearing these same shoes that a lot of people talk shit about online, in person, everybody's like, yo, what are those? Like, where'd you get those? And it's always the ones that are massively talked shit about, that people outside are always like, bruh, those are fresh.
2018 was the year of the dad shoe.
You know what? The dad shoe has been around.
I'm just saying, 2018 was like, hey, this is your year.
Maybe. I think it's the year that they stopped being, I would say, slept on. I wouldn't even say slept on. It's just that for some reason, something made this cool.
Mom jeans and dad shoes, like.
I don't know. Is mom jeans the high-waisted joints? Those are not cool.
I don't like them either,
those
but that's
cool.
what all
I don't know
the
why
girls
girls
are
wear those. If you want your ass to look like it runs directly up into your back, wear one of those pairs of jeans. Like, I thought that girls wanted curves.
Yeah.
Right? I like seeing curves, and every time I see a girl wear them pants, the curves are gone. All you see is just to neck. My beloved Kobe Pro Tros. This is like my favorite basketball sneaker, but it's also a retro, and it's the only retro really done properly. Yes, the 18s were done and the 10s were done just like the originals. Nike basketball and Kobe Bryant did something a little bit different. Not only did they give you something that looked just like the originals, but they also did something that they were like, yo, all that shit. We're gonna make them a little bit better. Who does that? Definitely not Nike. I don't know who approved that. I don't know how Kobe was so adamant being like, if we're gonna retro these things, you gotta do it right.
Give him a gold star.
For real. Say whatever you want about Kobe. He knows what he wants. He knows what we want. This was it, man. This, this is a good shoe. This is how retro should be done. If they're not done like the 18s and the 10s, where they're exactly like the originals, make them better. Otherwise, just leave them be. Well, maybe not. Actually, it depends. Because when you do something like the Jumpman Pro, that hurts. Because I love that shoe. And then you did it dirty, man. Every time. I did appreciate the release, but you did them dirty. Those need to come back right. I wouldn't mind if they were like in 2019, like an I'm sorry pack. You know what I mean? It just like made like, just made the shoe just right. They were like, here's some real leather on the shoe. My bad. Any year that either of these two shoes release, they should be on a top list, no matter what. Especially when they got those at the back. The fact that we have not seen this shoe like this since, I think it was 1999 or 2000. It was a long ass time ago. Maybe it was 2001. I can't even remember. They've released this shoe so many times, but it does not matter how many times they release this shoe. This shoe is a classic amongst classics. You already know, this is like one of my most worn just models in general. If you see me on a daily basis, 9 out of 10 times, I'm probably wearing a pair of 3s.
I feel like they release 3s all the time because you're always able to have a new pair when you've worn one out.
Well, the last time that this colorway released was in 2011, I believe, and I had bought a few of them.
Okay.
So yeah, so I was like cycling through them. Hopefully one day they revamp the entire shape of the shoe. They make them really look like the originals, but this is as close as we can get so far, so I'm happy with that. A lot of people with these, they don't like this bottom. I don't love this bottom either. I'd prefer it to have the traditional bottom, but at the same time, when I'm wearing the shoe, this is all I see. And so to me, I'm wearing some white cements. Again, some more Jordan brand sleepers. These for me are pretty much as nostalgic as you can get. Both of these were worn by Eddie Jones. Both of these are his signature sneakers. This is his second signature. This is his third and his last. A lot of people are telling me in like the comment section, they were like, you forgot about the Jumpman Pro. It's like, that was never his shoe. He just wore it. It's like saying that that's Kevin Garnett's shoe. It's not his shoe. He just wore it. It's like Scottie Pippen and the Armour up tempo. It's kind of synonymous with him, but like everybody rocked the Armour up tempo. They did these so close to the original, it was scary. Like I almost thought that somebody at Jordan Brand was sick because they did it right. The only thing that they did wrong was that little blue area on the toe. It should have been like a nubuck or whatever, like the originals. Tech specs though were not stripped out of these things. Materials on these were way nicer than anything that they put on any of the Jumpman Pros. So, you know, bring the Jumpman Pros back like this, man. I'm serious, dude. Like, just do it. And I'm sorry pack. I will buy them all, I promise. And then this right here, I just never thought that we would see this thing. But as soon as we saw that Jumpman Hustle, the team shoe, the new team shoe with the zipper and the patent leather, they were all right. They're cool looking, but they were just like kind of okay performers. As soon as I saw that, I knew we were getting these. There's no way that Jordan Brand bought zippers.
They put zippers on everything.
That's the thing. As soon as we started seeing multiple pairs with zippers, I was like, yo, these are coming back for sure. These are so dope. I'm still like, I can't believe that these came out. She's looking at them like I'm holding a turd in my hand. But it's okay. It's okay. Me and you, we got this. We can just leave the ladies out of this one. This is for us.
There's a reason those didn't come in lady sizes.
Because y'all don't appreciate greatness. For anybody that does not know what those shoes were, it was the Jordan Quick 23, originally known as the Quick 6, and it was also the Jordan Swift, previously known as the Swift 6. We have videos on all of these shoes though, so like there should be no like, what are those? Unless you're new, and if you are new, what's up? Each of these models right here, I just think are awesome, so what I'm gonna do is just pick my favorite, and then I'm gonna pick the other ones. Y'all already knew, man. I know that like a lot of people are like, nah, Concords, we've seen those before, blah, blah, blah. I don't care, dude. This, just like the Jordan 3 in classic colorways, this right here is super fresh. The fact that this is the first time they've released the PE version, like we're talking about relics here, like shoes that people originally thought and said were like non-existent. You know what I'm saying? Like there's maybe 3 in the world or whatever. They massive produced. This was the most highest selling units in Nike's history, and they sold through them. That's insane. It's insane that there's that many people that grabbed this shoe. People that didn't even watch the games that he played in these grabbed this shoe.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
People who weren't even alive.
Well, that's what I mean though. Like there's people wearing Concords that don't even, like my kid, she don't appreciate this. She just knows that this is hot.
She loves them.
And she wears them like every day. Thank goodness, because that would make me mad. But that's what I'm saying though. Like you can't deny the greatness of this shoe. You could say the Union Air Jordan 1 all you want, but if it wasn't the Union Air Jordan 1, nobody would buy them like they did this. Nobody. Okay, these other shoes, we got 2 Nikes and 2 non-Nikes. What do you think we should do first?
Do the Nikes. Oh, they're my Nikes.
Yeah, we'll stick with the new one. I do have a pair myself. They're over there somewhere. I didn't feel like digging them out, but this is the React 87 or the Element 87. I can't even remember what they're called. The only thing I don't like about these shoes is that they're see-through. I think that that's hella stupid. Otherwise, these things are hella comfortable. And this, much like the Jordan Black Hat, was a concept. The concept React before we got the React Flyknits and all that stuff. I think the reason why something like this comes out is because off-white stuff is popular.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a deconstruction of shoes that were already made and stuff like that. So the fact that stuff does exist, I'll give it props for that, because otherwise we wouldn't have something like this. Or at least this stuff might have come out, but it maybe not in like a way that was as appreciated as they were. But this shoe right here is super comfortable, super lightweight. The cushion on them is awesome.
They're a great summer shoe.
I think that this is a great anytime shoe. The only problem is that this back here, because it's so thin, like it just digs, like it just jams right into your heels, man, and it's kind of sucks. But otherwise, I think that this is a fantastic sneaker. This is probably the most hyped shoe in here.
Yeah.
To me, that's not like an original, you know what I mean? Like a Jordan or whatever, but yeah, I think that these are dope. This guy right here, I feel like is a super sleeper, man. The Skylon 2, these are hella dope, dude. Talk about dad shoe. This was the dad shoe before the dad shoe. At the time, these were just shoes. Like they were sick, like 1992. This has the 90s written all over it. Like tell me you can't see Zach Morris wearing this. Actually, he would be wearing some like super duper high tops. Maybe Screech would be wearing this.
Yeah, he would.
Why do you say it like that?
Because he would.
But you say it like, yeah, he would.
I do not have a thing for Screech.
I don't know.
I think it's funny because all of these 4 shoes I just realized, like I own them too.
That's how you know that they're good though. No, that's how you know that they're good. See, look, the thing is with footwear is that the units that keep, I don't know how to explain it, the mainstream like people like interested are like, the reason why those come out is for people that lose interest, right? Like it's like, oh, well, if it's not limited, I'm not really interested. But the stuff that just sits and sells, fits on the shelf, you can go in, it's not a big deal. Everybody's like unanimously kind of being like, yeah, those are fresh, they're comfortable, they fit well, they're priced right. Those to me are real sneakers. Those are real sneakers. They're not commodities. They're not little trinkets. They're real sneakers. That's what sneaker culture originated on, was real sneakers, general releases. Sneakers that you just went out, you bought, and you made fresh. So if you're able to grab something like this, put it on, and everybody's like, yo, what are those? And at the same time, you're comfortable in it, and they didn't like break your wallet, that's a fucking dope shoe right here. That's what these are. This is the Puma RSX. This is one of the toys version. I think that the storytelling for most of them, other than the ones that are clear-cut collabs that say Hot Wheels or Transformers and stuff, I think that the other toys label that they put on it is hella dumb. I will say that this does look like building blocks.
Primary colors.
Yeah, or Legos and stuff like that, which I think is cool. Yours though are like hot pink. I don't know what toy that would be.
They're my Barbie shoes.
Oh, maybe, but why black?
Because she's hot. She's making it pink and she's making it black.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
Pink is the new black.
Is it?
Well, I don't know if it is right now, but you know.
Okay. I also love the 80s. This to me is like the shoe of the year. Every colorway has been fire.
I'm wearing them right now.
I was gonna say every material that they put on it has been really dope except for the kids. Yours are, I know that you like the shoe and stuff, but I'm just saying.
I get compliments on them.
Yeah, but the materials on that one is trash.
Yeah.
It's all garbage. But
I'm wearing the pink ones for the kids that didn't come out with premium leather.
Yeah, so some of the kids colorways, the first run, the black and the white, they came out in premium materials, which was dope, and she has a pair and she loves them. All of the men's ones have been premium, the women's has been premium, but the kids has been garbage. I don't know what it is about these. Like these just look, functionally, it's awesome. Visually, I think this is such an 80s look to me. Again, somebody that goes off of like nostalgia and stuff like that. Like I love this stuff, man. Like I see these and I'm just like, yo, like I'm almost like a little like 5-year-old kid like standing next to my mom again, and I could see her wearing, even though she would wear the Reeboks, the workouts, but like still like the same tooling and stuff. So like I just love the way that these look. This shoe already retails for under 100. It retails for 80 bucks, which I think is great. The best part is that the shoe is just super slept on, and so you can get a lot of these colorways now for like half off. These are hella fresh, dude. Adidas bringing these back out like this, and the way that they've implemented new colors to them has been super killer, man. I just think that it's crazy. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for rocking with us all year as well, whether you're new or you've been here for a minute. We appreciate you guys, and sound off below. Let us know what you guys think about our picks. Do you think that some of them are trash? Do you think that some of them deserve to be in kind of like the top or the best shoes of the year? Also, leave your list. My list was comprised of stuff that I actually bought. Like that's the main thing. Like I actually bought the shoes that I feel are like the best. There were some shoes like those Unions. I would love to be able to have a pair. Couldn't get them. Whatever. They're not on here. So let us know what your favorite pickups, I guess it would be, in the comment section below, and we'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much once again, and until next time, guys, have a good one.